All right, let's talk. We've gone through all the tactics, the shots, the strategy, but now we're at the very core of it all. The one thing that holds the entire system together. This is the final mandate from Coach G. This is how you become unbreakable. And believe me, this isn't just about strategy. It's about forging a mindset that simply refuses to lose. Look at this. Really let it sink in. This idea right here, it's everything. You know, tennis matches aren't won by the player with the prettiest forehand. They're won by the person who stares pressure in the face and doesn't blink. It's about having a rock-solid plan and having the guts to execute it when everything is on the line. So what does it really mean to be unbreakable? Forget any ideas about being born tough. That's not it. It's about being prepared. Think of it this way. The system is your map of the entire court. And the North Star roll, that's your compass, always pointing you in the right direction. When you have both a map and a compass, you can't get lost. And when you can't get lost, you don't panic. It's as simple as that. So how do we get there? How do you achieve this state? Well, you have to weave together the three pillars of this system. And listen, this is not some checklist where you just master one and move on. No, you have to fuse them all together until they become a part of you, pure instinct, especially when that pressure starts to build. It all kicks off with absolute clarity. That compass we talked about, that's your North Star rule. It never fails to point you toward the highest percentage shot. And then you've got the answer, which is like your decision-making armor. It makes everything incredibly simple. For every single shot, you either reset the point to stay alive or you attack to win it. That's it. There is no middle ground, no guessing, ever. Next, we've got your weapons. And I'm not just talking about having a big serve or a big forehand. No. These are pre-planned, systematic attacks. The serve +1, the return +1, the double strike. They are all designed to do one thing, end the point, quickly and ruthlessly. This is all about applying relentless, systematic pressure from the very first ball. And here it is, the final piece of the puzzle, mental fortitude. You could say this is all about the when. I mean, you can have all the clarity in the world, you can have all the weapons, but if you don't know when to pull the trigger, it's all useless. This is about being tough enough to stick to your game plan when your heart is pounding and your emotions are screaming at you to just hit and hope. It's about playing the score, not how you feel. And let's get one thing crystal clear right now. This system is not about looking pretty. It's not designed for the highlight reel. It is a brutally effective machine built for one purpose, and one purpose only, to win, period. And what that means is your commitment has to be absolute. Discipline isn't some switch you can just flip on when you're feeling good. You run the system when you're up 5-0. You run it when you're down 5-0. You run it when your legs feel like lead and you feel like you can't take another step. It is completely non-negotiable. You see, when you commit like that, something amazing happens. The whole dynamic of the match shifts. Your system stops being just a set of tactics, it becomes a psychological weapon. It doesn't just change you, it starts to break your opponent. Now, this is where it gets really fun. Look at the two sides of this coin here. For you, the system is your anchor in a storm. It's what you fall back on when panic tries to creep in, but for your opponent, you become a total nightmare, a problem they can't solve, a wall they just can't get through. You're the player who just never, ever goes away. And that right there is the end game. You stop being a passenger in the match, just hoping for a bit of luck. Instead, you get in the driver's seat. You dictate the points. You write the story of the match. You literally become the author of the momentum, not a victim of it. Okay, so after all the strategy, all the psychology, what does this all boil down to? It comes down to a few simple, powerful commands. Commands that you have to burn into your brain and obey without question. Commandment number 1, you have to trust the geometry of the court. You play crosscourt to build the point, to stretch your opponent, to create space. You only change direction and go down the line when the ball is practically begging you to finish the point. No exceptions. And commandment number 2, stack pressure, not hope. Let me say that again. Hope is not a strategy. You are not out there wishing your opponent misses. You are a point architect. You are building pressure, shot by shot, layer by layer, until the weight is so heavy that your opponent inevitably collapses under it. So this is it. It all comes down to this one question. The entire system is laid out in front of you. The question now isn't about how good your backhand is. It's about your choice. Are you ready to truly commit? Are you ready to trust the process? And finally, stop letting pressure decide who wins and who loses?
Because that's the mission. That's the ultimate goal. That is your final command every single time you walk out on that court. Don't just go play tennis. Don't just go compete. Go out there and be unbreakable.